Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? We got some news coming out, so it's probably best to sit on your hands for a while, let the volatility play itself out for the next 15, 30 minutes. If you're not in a decent area. Hmm. I mean, it's not ever worth it, man. Especially if you ain't. Hmm. Mm, okay. Mm, mm, I mean, it's really useless, honestly, on the NQ, unless you see, and the retracements are always better on the NQ. Mm, 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 mm. Mhm, 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 mhm. I mean, I usually don't see it. Mm. Well, I should have took that short. Should have took that short at that retest of that trend line, support trend line rejection. I mean, I don't want to do that though. Mm. All right, we got less than a minute to the 9 o'clock algo. We got less than a minute. Oh, Hold on, what the hell just happened? Um, mm, not really. Again with the lagging on Apex. This thing was not lagging like this until I switched back to Apex. I wonder why is it lagging? Yeah, cool. All right. All right. Cool. I kind of figured that this thing was going to keep going. I had a feeling this thing was going to keep going. Damn, man. Damn. Oh, no. All right. I mean, if we lose this range, we're going back down here for sure. If we lose this range right here, we're definitely going down. I think 3 is enough. I probably might adjust like the profit targets a little bit. Mhm. Mhm.
Order filled.
Mm. Well, we'll see if they can kind of break through this. My only concern in this position right now, I mean, it is holding this range up a little bit, but these EMAs are in the way. That's my only concern. That is so comical. That is comical. That is comical, dude. That is literally comical. That is comical. Oh my God. That is so comical. Huh. Mm, mm. All right.
Connection lost.
Mhm. That is so comical. Mm. If there is a time for the Bulls to show their strength and the Bears to show their weakness, this would be the time. Nice. Nice. All right. All right, Bulls. If you can follow through and hit that target, that would be absolutely great. All right, so this is the third time that it's trying to come and hit that target after going back to my break even and almost stopping me out. Let's see if it'll hit it this time. All right, so let's see if it'll hit me this time. All right, good job. Good job. Got that target hit. Now I just got one runner. Just got one runner. All right. All right. So we should get that last target hit, man. We should get it hit. I don't see why we shouldn't. Yeah, it's looking pretty strong on Think with Bookmap, so I think we should get it. Unless mm, I mean, I don't see no resistance or anything. Uh, mm, mm. Ah, crap. It's that area that they rejected from that area that they was holding up on. Ah, damn, dude. All right. So close and yet so far away. Let's see if it'll hold this. So close and yet so far away. Yeah, if the bulls don't hold this, this is running through. For sure. If the bulls don't hold here, this is getting ran through. That's always disappointing. That's always disappointing. See if you can scale into this a little bit. All right, whatever. Always with Apex. As soon as I get into Apex, now this thing is doing this crap. All right. Come on, Bulls. Fight. Fight, 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 fight. Push, push, hold. Show some of that strength that we all know that you got. The Bears are really trying to push this thing down, man. They are really pushing this thing down. All right. I mean, shit, if we can get a push through this thing, I mean, they've held this range. We can potentially get a move back up. Well, I guess they haven't held it yet. But if they do, we can get a move back up there to that zone up there. If they can hold this. This look like they will, but I mean, if we lose this range right here, if the Bears show some aggression and some strength right here, I mean, this is where they're going to try to go. Well, I wasn't short. I closed my short at this range and then flipped long. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's the battle of this range right here, man. It's literally the battle of this range. I mean, you see it on both sides. The Bulls are holding the bottom and the Bears are holding the top. So it's literally the battle of this range. Whoever breaks first, that's where the market's going. That is where the market's going. Whoever breaks and hold. And I want my stop literally at that low right there. But yeah, Alfred, I was able to catch this short down, but I had a feeling that they was gonna at least bounce it here at this range right here. So I got out of my short and flipped long. I was able to get two of my targets hit, but it left a runner. So I scaled into this, seeing if I can get a second bite of this apple right here. But shit, the way this thing is moving, you think we're trading the ES right now, but we're trading the Nasdaq. This is definitely the Nasdaq I'm trading. All right, finally. Okay, we got that first. Come on, baby. Come on. Shit. God damn. Thank you. God damn. Damn. Y'all see that shit? Like that thing, like, dude. God damn. That thing literally stopped dead at my target, dude. All right, so let's see if we can get this last target hit. I got my two scaling, so I mean, I should be happy. I got two scaling targets hit. I mean, I'm just waiting for my original runner to get hit. I mean, I'm up about 3K right now, so I mean, I should be happy. But the job's not finished. The job ain't done. The job ain't finished. Actually, I'll take it off like right there. The job ain't finished. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I mean, it's not a big deal. I made about 3K. Okay. I earned 3K. I didn't make it. I earned it. Okay. So let's see if we can get this last final target hit. And once we do that, we'll get in the sim. We'll get in the sim as soon as we get this target or my stop. Thanks, game weight. You say you're scalping long and short right now? Yeah. I wish I took that short. It just seems like the moves are happening literally at open. And unfortunately for me, you know, I'm editing the NA meeting videos at that time. And by the time I get to the chart, the moves happened already, which is frustrating, but all right, we can get that last target hit. Come on, it's right there. Don't be afraid to touch it or anything. No diddy. All right. All right. So I was able to catch this move in my funded account and was able to clock in about $700. So that's cool. All right. My off stream trade. Yeah, I usually just trade my funded accounts. I set limits and just wait for it to hit my stop and my target. I'm not a fan of trading my. Oh, there we go. Target fulfilled, baby. Am I still in this? Okay. You see that? You see that crab right there? All right. That's a beautiful number right there. 369, baby. Tesla. Maybe I should buy some Tesla stock. 369. Let's go, baby. So right now I'm up about about 6K today. I just got $700 in my funded. I got an additional $600 in my other funded account. Just made 3,600, and I was able to get my trade day account up to 27. So I mean, today's a good day. 7K. So today's a good day. All right, let's get in the sim. All right. All right. Okay. You said that video. Hackadiddy. Oh man, that is just so hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Mm. You know, honestly, it would have been funny if Johnson and Johnson, if the stock actually dropped when the Diddy news came out that he had thousands of dollars in baby oil, and he got arrested, and they had to cancel future orders, and the stock actually dropped. That would have been, if that happened, that's hilarious. That is hilarious if that happened. Oh, did it? Did it really? Yo, that's hilarious. Did it really? Let's look at that, man. That's hilarious. Johnson and Johnson. Damn. So we was okay. So we was looking at that Trump coin last night, and damn, that shit pump. I was thinking about getting into it, but I was waiting for $10. But I don't think we getting $10 on no damn Trump coin, man. I don't think we gonna get it. I was telling everybody on the stream last night that obviously I'm gonna put money into this that I'm okay with losing. But I thought he was gonna get a little bit lower, but I should have known. I should have known. Right. And I guess I should have known to leave my target alone. My original target. Because they held this range. They held it. And now the bulls are making its way back up into this little pivot point right here. So usually, like I said, I usually trade from range to pivot point, and that's usually a great trade. Usually. 9 times out of 10, it's going to touch from pivot point to range, pivot point to range. It's usually going to touch it. No Diddy. But I mean, if they can find support above this range, I mean, this is where we're going. I mean, we got pivot points here, right? We got pivot points at the high of 623.75. So this is a good area to watch out for. That's a pivot point. I think I said 25, I think. 25. 623.25. Kind of project that into the future. And that's a pivot point, and this is a pivot point right here. Let's see what that's at. The high of that is 649. So just because we got a bullish move up, don't mean that the bears ain't about to reload on us, on the bulls. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this. I mean, we got a lot of areas that the bears can take profits. I mean, they already took profits at this pivot point right here from yesterday. They already took profits right there, and we got that big drop back down into that range. We got this pivot point right here, so basically this range right here is gonna be an area of interest for me. And then we got this point right here. So, I mean, I guess if it gets past this, then 9 times out of 10 is gonna at least come back up into this range. Probably tap it a little bit, and then we'll probably see a reaction from the market. A Let's see how it reacts when it gets to these EMAs. Yeah, if I left my target here at this pivot point like I planned, I mean, only lost about 8 points in this move. 8. Well, never mind. That was like 15 points. Well, actually, no. My target was here at 80. I got it at 71, so I lost 8 points in that move. But yeah, if we break this range, we're going down. If I see a break, I may just get in short right here. And I'm in the sim, so obviously, normally I wouldn't take a trade like this, but if I do see a break, I will be looking to short for a move down. Let me look at ES. I can possibly see if there's a. All right, so the ES. So the ES last night, again, make sure y'all guys are checking out the NA meetings. This level right here, a range between 25 and 20 was on my radar last night. I actually had a limit sitting at 25 and was able to make a quick $600 on this move last night. I mean, if y'all looking to think with bookmap chat on the ES one, shit, my daughter woke me up. And because I couldn't go back to sleep, I looked at the chart and I was like, huh. And so I put in a thing with bookmap chat that if the bulls held this little area right here, that we was going to see a pump to at least 40. And boy, look at all this points that was left on the table, because this shit went from, I think the lows were like at 20, 20 all the way up to like 55. So that was a 35-point move to the upside from this level. I mean, they did hold this range. They came back and retested it. All right, so from the bottom of this range, that was 36.29. So that was what, 7 points? Seven points. You know, my bad. Alfred, that's exactly what I thought about. And I stopped being mad at her. I mean, because I wanted to sleep, damn it. And then that voice in your head was like, well, since you're up, since you're up, go look at the charts. And I saw the market was about to head into that area, so I just set a limit, watched it for a little bit, watched it get filled, and I just went to bed after that. I went to bed after that. But obviously, I left a lot of points on the table. I mean, that's like the downside of trading with these prop firms with a consistency rule on top of it. That's definitely the downside. You have to leave a lot of P&L on the table. You know, does that aren't you afraid that if you look at the charts that you'll look at it and stay up and not go back to sleep? I try to avoid looking at my charts when I get up to use the bathroom at night, because I was like, man, as soon as I sit down in this chair, it's over. It's over. I'm gonna be up for at least an hour or so. At least an hour. Especially if I got filled. I gotta make sure it gets hit. I was up, and so it was my payout trade. If this trade hit, I was going to be able to get a payout, and the ES had me up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning until it filled. Like, as an example, the ES literally had my target right here. This is where I had my target. It did this move right here. It did this, missed it by a few ticks, and then it started to grind, slowly grind down all night. I even went negative a little bit. And I'm sitting here thinking, wow, are you fucking trolling me right now? You literally missed my target by a couple of ticks just to turn around and slowly grind down. And the ES like, what, you thought you had an early night tonight? You thought you had it? Nah. And then as soon as the ES found support, it slowly grinded itself back up. And then as soon as it hit my target, it did this. It did that. And I just walked away from my computer because I could have thrown it at that moment. And I went to bed because I felt attacked in that moment. Why was my target so super resistant? Because I looked to the left and I was like, that is not resistance for it to be acting like that. But I guess that night it definitely was, because as soon as it hit my target, there was a big giant ass short squeeze, and I could have got a lot more money if I moved my target up. But I mean, it's not here nor there. I got the payout, but the experience, it kind of shaped future behavior. Like, nah, I'm not going to sit here and look at the chart when I wake up to use the bathroom because I know I'll be up. Mm. Hey, this is in your room? Oh. Yeah, I got my so I got, oh, I mean, y'all guys should know this. I got two work stations, one for my day job, one for this one. This one is in a completely separate room away from, so I mean, I have to literally walk to this room. There's no, oh shit, I accidentally fell into this room. Well, I might as well check the charts. No, it's not like that. I got to purposely come into this room. And so I can't sit here and say, man, how did I get here? You know how you got here. You got up, you consciously walked here, you sat down at your desk, and you started trading. Fuck the setup. You just wanted to put on the trade. Okay, so I do think that we still got some more room for upside. We still have some more room for upside, so I would not get in short. We all know how this game is played. I would not get in short, not just yet. You got a small little mini support trend line right here. Wait for that break because price may come back to these EMAs, but we all know that the bulls are going to buy it. What we need is for them to buy it, probably go back and forth, and then like if we do see like a move up, the bulls or the bears are going to have to break it and then break, hold, and then you short that retest. And I think this is probably the area to short because I mean you got the support trend line right here. Let me do that a little bit better. You got the support trend line right here. You got this potential area of resistance, this range right here. And if the bears can break through it and use this area as resistance, I mean you have everything on your side for a short. And especially if we get a break of this range, which I do think the market is making an attempt to do. Because as soon as it touches this range, it will not hold. I know it won't. Or it's highly likely that it won't. We're going to see a move right through it like butter. All right, so let's see if we can get this this little plan, this game plan to play out. Yeah, we got price to run through it. They held it. They pushed up. I highly doubt that this holds again, especially when you got a range right here. You got an objective for the Bears right here, and you have an objective for the Bulls. You got pre-market lows, just like Alfred said, or he was talking about London lows, or what time was that? Oh, yeah, London lows. Okay. Yeah, this low right here, an objective for the Bulls. I mean, from the Bears. You got the weekly VWAP, I think this is. Let me make sure this is the weekly one. Yeah, this is the weekly VWAP. You got the weekly VWAP right here as well. So I can see the Bears making an attempt to get it somewhere close to this range before we see a move up. But right now, the Bulls are buying it off of this support trend line. So you're gonna have to sit on your hands if you're looking for a short. All right, so let's see how they react in this range right here. Let's see how they react. And the Asian high. Oh yeah, that's the top of this range right here. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we're looking at the same area. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna get a tap. R1 is right there too. 620. I think that's a good area for the Bulls to take profits. I think so. Yeah, I see a little bit of liquidity building up at 650 on Think with Bookmap, but I think that might be an overzealous target. I mean, yeah, it is that session high right here. So I mean, that's a good target, but we may not get it. I mean, they would have to break above this high and then tap it, and that's how we would get it. All right, so let's see what they do here. Let's see what they do here at the support trend line. Let's see. I do expect a false break. I do expect that. But the way that this thing is angled, this thing would have to do something like it would have to pop, it would have to drop down and then pop back up. It would have to do that the way that this support trend line is angled. There's no way that this thing can, because if it does do this, if it does chop, it's going to reject at that line for sure. It's going to reject. I've yet to see price after it tests the top of the support trend line turn resistance that they pop up and keep going. You usually see a move down first. And the same thing on the bullish side when the bears are doing it. I rarely see them, like as soon as they break the trend line, I rarely see them come back and go down. It's always back up first, back into a higher area of resistance, and then you'll see the short. So not saying that it can't happen. I mean, Trump can tweet, news can happen around the world, anything can happen, but 9 times out of 10, that trade is a solid trade. 9 times out of 10. So far, they're holding this trend line right there. They're holding that bounce right there. So we know that our trend line is in the correct spot. So we know that this trend line is legit. So now we just have to play off it now. We just have to play off it. Hey, what's up, Investor Z? What's up? Were you able to catch this move up and down? Were you able to get some profits today? I always keep missing the move on Bitcoin, man. Mm. Yeah, we was able to catch the short down and we was able to catch the pop back up. So right now, what I think is, like I said, what I think is going to happen is right now they are buying the support trend line, but I do think we'll probably get a false breakdown back into these EMAs and then a pop right back above the trend line. What you could do is, if that's what we see, if we see that breakdown and then a breakup, going long at that pop, that would be a great long or a great scalp for at least that range right there. That would be a good scalp right there. But if we see it break down and it begins to chop and whatever, then I will wait for that short up there. I think the market is going back to regular price action because even though it is mostly bullish, the bears are able to short at resistance now. We're starting to see both sides of the market make money. It's not just a super bull run. Both sides are able to make money now. Bears are able to get their double bottoms before the market pops right back up. So it's you got to be mindful and kind of adapt to that. Now the bulls are, I mean, they're still strong, but the bears are getting their objective hits now before the bulls are able to regain control. So, all right. All right. We talked about this. Let's see what they do here. Let's see if this is going to be a false breakout. If we see a push down and then a pop right back up, I'll take that long. And again, I'm in the sim. That's not what I was looking for. I want to see a pop down, and then a pop right back up. Oh crap! I realized that I don't have the. I realized that we don't have an indicator on. There we go. We don't got the super trend indicator on. Okay. So I don't want to show arrows. I don't want to paint the bars. Stop line. I don't want sound alerts. Okay. All right. Let's see if this is what we get. Okay. All right. That's what I wanted to see right there. And that's what I kind of wanted to see. You know what, man? I'm gonna take it. Can I get my cruiser back? Can I get my cruiser back? I want to see a pop right back above this line. What do you mean by that, game? Wait. What do you mean by that? Mm. Yeah, I don't like the angle of that, man. I don't like the angle, but I don't like the angle of that. I don't like that angle. Uh, I don't like the angle of that. I'm not going to take that trade. I don't like that angle. Because I mean, even if we get in, that that support trend line turn resistance, potential resistance. I don't like that angle. What I wanted to see was the bulls drop it to the EMAs and then pop it immediately back up above that trend line, that support trend line. They didn't do that. They popped it right back up to the other side of it. So, mm. Let me get my sell limit ready just in case. You know what, man? Hmm. Okay, so this is what I'll do. I'll just keep my sell limit right here underneath this range. And I'll just keep the stops tight. Let's go look at the daily. Give me a second. All right. Let's see what they do here first, real quick. Let's see if the bears are going to hold this. They're going to hold that right there. Let's see if they'll hold it. I mean, I wouldn't get into this long. I wouldn't. Not right here. Not right here at all. All right, so let's look at the daily. Mm. Yeah, I will say that daily chart does look bullish. The structure, at least, the structure right now does look bullish. My only concern would be I don't like that we had a doji, a bullish pin, and then price opening underneath it. That's the only thing that I don't particularly care for. I'll have to see more for the bulls. Obviously, a close above the previous day high will confirm that the bulls still got it. But that would be my only concern because this is looking like a potential range. That'll be my only concern. Ah, damn it. Ah. All right. So they did shorted this. We'll see if the bears hold this. Yeah. I mean, like I said, these support trend lines are basically cheat codes if you draw them correctly. Um, the bears held the top of it like we said that it would. We followed our plan because we didn't get a pop down and a pop back up. We didn't go long. We waited for the drop to come back to the top. I just didn't take that short up there. But because I really think the Bulls or the Bears want to take out that low first before we see anything super bullish. They want to take that low out. Weekly VWAP is in the same area. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. This is all algorithmic, so I don't think that's a coincidence. I mean, we could see a break of this low back down to 380, and then we could see a monster move back up. But all right, I'm in short. I'm in short. Obviously, I would have preferred to take the short all the way up here, but you know. And I would prefer for my stop to be above these highs right here. That's what I would prefer to be. I mean, gain weight. The market shifted. But looking at this, hey, you might be right. You might be right. But we have to accept that the market has shifted, though. It's not super bullish anymore. I mean, Trump with his tariffs, Powell with his backtrack on doing more rate cuts, and now he's not doing them anymore. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, the sentiment is no longer the same. Inflation is still high, regardless of what they try to feed us in the mainstream media. You can just go to the store and see that inflation is still high. Uh, yeah, that's why they call them rainbow bears and regarded bulls. I believe you, man. I mean, shit, just buy the dip. Just buy the dip. And if it keeps on dipping, just keep on buying. Dude, I really think, man, okay, I'm putting my sim money where my mouth is. Dude, we're breaking that range, dude. We're gonna get this massive short run, short stop if we touch that thing again. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, dude. My sim money. All right, gain weight. I'm starting to believe now. I'm starting to believe. Starting to believe. Let's just see. I did this 99. Yeah. Yeah, break even right now if I take that to. I mean, I'm gonna get stopped out here, but I'll probably re-enter short up here if I see what I'm looking for. 624. You said add to a short. Well, the one thing I don't like about this is, well, we didn't get a break. The Bears didn't step up. I mean, that is obviously as per usual. And right, well, it's no, this is the MNQ chart, but still, I mean, you still got the EMA sloping up though. So that tells me that even if the Bears do move this thing down, it's going to get bought. Excuse me. It's going to get bought as they're doing it right now. They're going to buy it. These little spots. It's real. It's real. The habits here are real. Nah, I'm gonna let it touch. I'm gonna let it stop me out and re-enter short if need be. Re-enter short if need be. Or I mean, if they find support above pre-market's high, then I'll look for the long. All right, man. That has to be like a rule or something, dude, because it's not gonna ever work. And that's something that I haven't seen work neither. Well, I mean, I guess sometimes it works, but for the most part, it don't. It worked here. It worked there. Mm. ES is low key trending too. But the question is, will the ES break above these highs right here? That's the question. All right, so let me look at that. Let me look at that. I mean, it could work, but I prefer not to use those, even if it does work. Even if it does work, I prefer not to. Even if it's not. Okay. All right. So let's see what they do up here. Well, mm, I'm trying to get short here. I'm trying to get in. Yeah. All right. Okay. Because we just took out pre-market highs. We just took the pre-market highs out. So I'm gonna try the short here. I'm gonna keep my stop where it's at. And that's probably what I should have done the first time. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of an obvious objective for the players to take out first. Mm. I mean, that could easily get bought up though. Mm. All right. So can I have my thing back? All right. So we made our money back. All right. So we made our money back. I wish we made the money back. So let's see if we can just let this one run. We'll let it run. We'll see. Hmm. Uh, I'm gonna add to it, Ganway. Don't worry. More. Hey, gang, wait, what does that mean? Exactly. What does that mean? Exactly. I ain't gonna lie, this is a dangerous add-in. This is a dangerous add-in. Actually, no. I mean, I just might as well just keep that. No. But I think this again showcases the importance of knowing where your support trend line is. Obviously, we were right on target with this support trend line. I mean, yeah, the Bears came in and got faked out, super faked out right here. But what I should have did in hindsight, obviously, was waited for that run of Asia high, just like Alfred said. I mean, that was an easy short right there. I mean, that was an easy short. 26 points to the downside, easy short. Just about. Now this thing got to I think like 890. Yeah, about 890. So what is that? All right, so it got to the highs. Where's my damn thing at? All right, so the highs of this candle right here was 633. So yeah, that was a clean 633, and then it got to at least 590. And that was a 40-point drop right there. And this thing is still going. Like I said, I think the objective is to take out that low right there for the Bears. We ain't getting no move higher until we touch this low, for sure. Or let me rephrase that. I mean, I don't know that, but it's highly likely that we will. I don't think this range holds, and if this range don't hold, this is the only place for it to go. That's where my thesis is coming from. All right, so we got our loss back. We got the money for our loss, and now we're back being profitable. So, um, there we go, baby. There we go. There we go. But I am keeping my eyes out on this 200 EMA though. I want to see how the market reacts there first before I start celebrating. I mean, honestly, uh, I mean, all my targets would have been hit. If I didn't move my last target, it would have got hit right here. But I'm gonna keep it down here though. I'm gonna keep it down there. Mm. Oh, so now game weight, you think we short now? You're on the short side? All right, let's see what they do here. But I mean, if this don't hold, I mean, I know this ain't gonna hold. This is where we going. Hopefully it happens on stream. Hopefully we can get that move down on stream. 620 entry. Hopefully we can get that shit on stream. What is that? He's an ICT kill zone. What is that? What is that? Well, I mean, let me say this about ICT. I don't believe him, the trader. Obviously, his execution obviously doesn't match what he teaches. What he teaches, I believe, is, well, let me rephrase that. The concept that he teaches, they are true. They are definitely true. We're not saying that what he teaches is wrong. But him, the trader, I don't. He hasn't shown that he uses his own concepts. And uh, I will say that I can kind of understand that. I can kind of understand it. The reason why I say that is because even though, well, I mean, it's like I feel like it may be deeper, or maybe it was deeper, because it took me a while to even trust my own analysis. As crazy as that sounds, um, it took me a while to trust my own analysis, and because obviously, when you're making a plan with a sound mind, the market's not moving. You can sit here and say, "Oh yeah, the market is going to do this, the market's going to do that, blah blah blah." But then when the market starts moving and you start seeing momentum, aggression, and you kind of was like, "Oh shit, well, what if I'm wrong?" You start second guessing your analysis. You start second guessing this, and that's how it all starts. Once you start to second guess your analysis, and then you see that, damn, it was right, and you start chasing, that's usually the start to the destruction. So it took a lot of work to not second guess my work. Um, and it took a lot of work to tell myself I can just get my money back and actually believe it. I've done this time and time again. All right, so we are getting that bounce at that 200 EMA. So I just want to point that out. It looks like they are trying to buy it here. Uh, if they don't hold the top of this range right here, or this pivot point right here, if they don't hold this, we can see a short squeeze right back up and a move up here to 670, 660 or something like that. If the bears don't hold this, if this is a fake out underneath this range, don't try to add to this short, because this range needs to hold. It needs to hold. If it don't, then we're going right back up. But especially when you have the pressures, like I mean, I don't call it pressure, honestly, but I can understand some people can see it as pressure. Not only are you potentially second guessing your own analysis, you got people that you don't want to lose in front of, especially if you stream and you do it live. That's when the real mental games begin. Oh, I don't want these people to think that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't want them to think that they can't trust me in my analysis, because this is what I want to do. I want people to trust me. I want people to trust in my analysis. And that's when the real mental games begin. And then the emotions seep in, that inner critic. Oh, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Who do you think you are? Blah, 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 blah. And it takes a lot to overcome all that. It takes a lot of inner work. It's okay. You know what? The trade didn't work out this time. It didn't work out. But you know what? At least I tried. I managed the position as best I could. And in the end, it just didn't work out this time. I know I'm going to get my money back. Telling yourself that, meaning it, embodying that, that's hard. or that's the real challenge, and not going tilt on top of that. That's another challenge too. So it's a lot. So I mean, I can kind of understand it. I can understand it, and it's not like he has real motivations to be a trader. He made so much money off of his mentorships. I mean, he doesn't have to put himself through the stresses of quote unquote getting mentally and emotionally hit by the swings of the market. Not defending him or nothing, but I'm just saying that I can understand from being in a similar standpoint of I get on stream, I share my analysis, and I don't want it to be wrong. And because I don't want to be wrong, I can second guess my own analysis, and I end up losing when I do that. And then on top of that, not only am I losing, it's being broadcasted over the internet. So, yeah. And then you want to live up to other people's expectations of you, your own expectations. Yeah. It's a lot of pressure, but some people can't handle it. All right. So I mean it does look like they're holding it, but I mean as soon as I see a bullish engulfing candle popping up above this range, I'm closing this short. Or I'm not going to close it. It's in the sim, but if I was managing this, I would move my stop down actually. I would move my stop down because they're holding this 200 EMA. This is a strong pivot point. You see all the liquidity right here. The bears are going to have to hold this. They have to hold it. They have to hold. They have to. They can't have this shit pop back up because them buy stops are literally above that range. There's no question that we're going to see a squeeze. No question. If the bears don't hold. You said legendary trade D's. No, I haven't heard about him. If that's no. I'm gonna look that up, Gameway. If you're not trolling, I'm gonna look him. Actually, I'm gonna look him up right now. And that's something else. That is definitely something else. We know that people use other people's material. We know that, like, for sure. We know that. But what I've come to understand about this game that we play is the person that always comes up with the strategy is usually the person that makes the least amount of money, because it's just the layers of things. If you're the person that discovers it, what your focus is making sure that it can be tested in any market condition. Somebody else can take what you've created, and the only thing they can focus on is like, well, shit, this works 80% of the time. It's better than what other people, especially non-profitable traders, ones that struggle to be profitable. If this strategy that you're working or that you've created works 80%, even 50% of the time, this is going to sell. And so they're not even worried about if it works all the time. They're worried about if it's profitable enough to sell. And what usually in that situation, and you see it with these new kids, is they don't care if it works. They just their focus is, can they market it? And those are the people that usually makes the most money, the people that focus on the marketing. And then they put a brand behind it. See, there goes that squeeze right there. There it goes, that squeeze. But anyway, they're putting a brand about it. They're attaching their brand to that research. And so even though they're not the ones that came up with them, I mean, the human subconscious don't care about that shit. Once it makes associations, the association is already there. And marketers know that. They know that. He's a good marketer. So, they know that if they can make an association in your mind with a product, even if they didn't create it, it doesn't matter. People will experience cognitive dissonance about that. I think there's so many YouTubers that has exposed him as a fraud, and yet people still see him as the almighty trader of all time, regardless of his own personal results, regardless of his results on a live stream. People see him as the almighty trader because they've already associated in their minds that his concepts shine true. And that's just human nature, honestly. So kind of going back to what I was saying before, if the Bears failed to hold this, we was going to see a stop run. That's exactly what we saw here. Honestly, if you're in this short, I would protect myself. I will protect myself here. They failed to hold this. So this means that it's still got some more work. We could see 680, honestly. We could see 680. Okay, I was about to say, dude, I was like, but at the same time, people have weirder names. Yeah, I do think that the market is, even though I scaled into this short, now I think the market is still going up. So again, I'm in the sim. This is just a see what happens trade. But honestly, I would be in this long. After I saw this break, I would have got out of my short and flipped long. Get that beautiful short squeeze. All right, so yeah, that should be a surprise. That shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Oof. Okay. All right, guys. It's 10:30. I gotta go head to a meeting. Like I said, because the Bears failed here, um, I think the Bulls they still got some work to do. Now that they've held this pivot point, I'll move up here to 670. About 660 is probably in the cards for the Bulls here. I wouldn't try to fight that, especially if they hold 605. Especially if they hold 605 or whatever this high was, this swing was. Yeah, especially so 609ish, especially if they hold this. Especially if they hold that. But yeah, just try not to stay short. But if we do see a move down, make sure you pay attention to how the market reacts around 525 and about 510, 511 because I do not believe this range will hold. It's highly unlikely that it would. But all right, guys, we'll come back later. Well, if I sit in front of my desk, I'll do an afternoon stream as well, from like 1:30 to close. If I find myself in front of my desk, that's a stream that I probably won't be consistent in for obvious reasons. But we'll definitely come back in the evening and we'll look for trades and we'll definitely earn more money. And with that said, everybody, peace out. Peace out.